Hello, welcome, and failed deployment. So we have seen insufficient quota. So here namespace we have seen, and the failure, how to modify the failed deployment and make it run, and then limit and ranges. So we have seen this, and now readiness proof failure. We'll see this. We'll see it today, and then image pool errors. We have already seen this when rolling. We have seen rolling update, application, runtime, configuration. So this we will see. So this will cover today. So readiness probe failure. So what is a probe? So probe is a health check mechanism that node doesn't, like a kubelet, perform on a container inside a pod. So means it's like a basic check mechanism whether the things are able to deliver the or things, means if like you are preparing for interview. So interviewer ask whatever thing that need to perform the specific role. So it's like a health check mechanism that kubelet node doesn't perform on a container inside a pod. So there are three type of probes. First one is liveness probe. Second is readiness. Third one is a startup. So what a liveness probe does is container is alive or is stuck or a dead. So if it is failed, kubelet restart the container. So is alive or dead. Second is readiness probe. If the container is ready to serve the traffic, container is ready for the traffic serve. You can it's like if you are 18 plus, you can give a vote, and that is the startup. So if the container is still starting off, maybe slowly. So it makes sure that it is a startup, so that means sometimes container need more time to start up. So means kubelet prevent from restarting a slow starting up. Okay. So how does the probe works? The kubelet run on every node and checks probe. Every node and checks probes. Second one, the probe can run in a three-way. Means like HTTPS, GET, TCP socket, and exec. So these are the three ways that make sure that the things are going well. Means first call an HTTP endpoints inside the container to try to open a TCP connections, or run a command inside the container. So based on the result, there are two things: success or failure. So container is healthy if success is result, and if there's it's failure, so there are few things that can be do: restart, stop traffic, or whatever that developer wants. So means if you want to understand in a real life analogy, so liveness probe is a patient live or dead, and liveness probe is a patient is alive or dead, who the doctor check the patient is alive or dead, and if the patient is strong enough to return to work or is still resting, means some time is required, or it's ready for the work, or it's ready to move on. And third one is a startup probe, means if some surgery is needed, so require extra time for the normal behavior. So you can consider as probably the health check system for the containers. So let's take an example of deployment troubleshooting for the readiness probe failure. So it might get asked in troubleshooting scenario or in deployment workload scenario. So let's get to killer coda, and we'll solve one scenario for readiness probe failure. So I'll create a deployment YAML. So this is basically YAML file, and what it does means API version. That is the API version is app1, kind is deployment, metadata. This field is the name is compulsory. So and replicas is true. Selector is match label. It is required. So up till point with the things. And here is spec container nginx. This is the image container port is 30. Now this is the part that the readiness probe. So HTTPS GET means what it does. Kubelet perform GET HTTPS calls on the particular port IP with the port number and that path. If Nginx doesn't provide help by default, it will return 404 means probe is failure and the pod will become not ready. Now this initial delay second, period second and failure threshold. So if the initial delay second is 2 seconds. So for 2 seconds after container start before first probe. So and period second is repeats every 5 seconds. Failure threshold means if probe fails for a 2 second consecutively means mark pod not ready. With period 5 seconds as initial delay is 2 seconds as pod become ready after means here 2 second period 5 second from the start when the failure is considered. So let's apply this deployment. So k apply -f deployment. So k get deployment. So 0 to 2 pod is ready. K get pods. So here 1 is ready, not ready. But you are finding that this is little something you, because here 0 out of 1 is ready and status is still running. So we'll describe this pod. Any of so k describe pod. So we'll go to the container ID. So container ID and this ready status is false. So here you will find a readiness probe failed. HTTP probe failed with the status code of 404. Actually, we have not created any services, so we can't further do. But we'll check rollout status, which we have discussed. So I'll control L k rollout status and the deployment name is, so waiting for the deployment, readiness failed, rollout to finish. Okay, so this is the thing, means deployment is not available. So you need to fix. So we'll go to the, we'll edit or we'll go to the deployment. So I'll vi dpl and here path will change and wq. So k apply -f. So now we'll check. So 1 out of 1 is running and now we'll check k rollout status successfully rollout. Now we'll check k get deployment. So 2 out of 2 is running. So this way we can fix that probe issue. So there might be different probe issues, but there are basic troubleshooting flow you can follow and correct the things. Thank you. And we have seen insufficient quota, readiness probe failure. We'll see insufficient permission, application runtime, and image. Then these 3 we have done. Now image pool error and insufficient permission and application. I'm taking all this topic in a brief so that you can little aware of things. Whatever we have done, it's shown here so that you can follow along, or I will paste that the YAML file. So you can copy that YAML file and do the necessary practice. Till time, thank you. Stay connected.